so we're here for another edition of Shorebirds Sit Down. My name is Justin Ayers, and today I'm joined by new Shorebirds outfielder Johnny Rizer. You were a 7th round draft pick just 2 months ago. What have the last 2 months been like for you?
It's been a process, been a journey, but I'm enjoying every single moment of it. These past 2 months, I've really gotten used to pro ball. It's just playing every day, the grind, the PB&Js, the bus trips, the usual.
Yeah. Is it as glamorous as you thought it would be?
No, I mean, coming from a pretty good program, TCU, Division I, we had it made for us. We had all the nice meals, post game, pre game. We still have that here, but it's just not as glamorous and everything. But
now I saw you made SportsCenter's top 10 for a great home run robbery. Take me through that.
So it was a pretty big game. Starting off conference, Nick Lodola's on the mound Friday night. Tie game, 4th inning, something like that, and runner on first, no outs, and Zach Zubia's up to bat, pretty good hitter, and he laces a fastball over my head, so I'm just sprinting back. I try to find the wall as fast as I can. I get a feel for it, and I think it's going to be close to a home run, so I guess it just instinct took over, and stepped on the wall, leaped up, and came down with it. It's pretty cool.
Would you rather hit a home run or rob a home run?
Depends on the score of the game, I'd say, but I think robbing a home run's cooler, to be honest.
Now, speaking of hitting big home runs, Noah Syndergaard, for those who don't know, the Mets ace, was making a rehab start in Brooklyn, and back when you were with Aberdeen, it sounds like you hit a big home run off of him.
Yeah, I did.
What was that feeling like?
He was pumping like 98, and I knew he was a big league arm, and I got 2 at-bats off him, 0 for 2, and then leading to that 3rd at-bat, I was just kind of nervous. I was like, I got to get a hit off of him. Like, this is my only opportunity. So going up to bat, I think it was a 1-0 count. Threw me I thought it was a fastball, but it ended up being a changeup. Put a good swing on it. And
swung out, hit well, deep to right. Johnny Rizer over the shed out in right field. A homer off Noah Syndergaard. How about that?
Ended up hitting a home run. That's cool.
Now, I've asked some players this, but was there a moment when you were growing up playing baseball that you kind of realized that you were a little bit better than some of the other guys around you?
I was always on one of the top teams, and in high school I was usually better. I was the only sophomore to make varsity, and I enjoyed every moment of it. But coming out of high school, I got a D1 offer, and it really hit me. But what kind of shot me down is at that Division I in Louisiana Lafayette. They said I could either walk on or go JUCO, and that's when I realized I'm not as good as I really think I am. So I just had to work harder than I usually did. And
was that period in your life hard for you?
Yeah, it was. Just going from a D1 into a JUCO, that was my 2 years of eligibility. So if I didn't make it out of JUCO, then that would have probably been my last year of baseball. So
I imagine there's thoughts going through your mind of what's next after. Did you have the thoughts of, all right, if baseball doesn't work out, were you already thinking ahead what you were going to do next?
Yeah, I was, but I was just hoping for the best. Just compete every single day and play as best as I could. Just have fun with the game. That was one of my mindsets, just to go out there and have fun, because this could be your last year.
Right.
And that's kind of what helped me out, just not press and try to do too much. And so those thoughts going through my head, I was also thinking, dang, this could be my last year. I might have to go to another school and just get my degree.
What would you have gotten your degree in if you would have gone that route?
Yeah, I was hoping to do business, but I ended up sticking with communications.
Let's talk about you on this team. So actually, you've been the new guy on 2 teams. New guy at Aberdeen, new guy here in Delmarva. What's that transition like, going from team to team?
It's like it has been my whole life, just meeting new friends, new players. It's kind of fun, to be honest, because you never know what you're going to get. You meet all these characters and all these guys. It's a really cool experience, and just these past few teams, I built some great relationships in Aberdeen. I made some really good friends, and I'm hoping to see them all again. And I hope they see me in Delmarva and moving on up. And then here, there's a bunch of great guys. I love them all.
Yeah.
And it's just real fun building all these brothers and just seeing what they can do.
Who have you connected with the most since you've been here in Delmarva?
I'd probably say Zach Watson, just because he's been my buddy since Aberdeen, and we're always hanging out together. Other than that, probably my roommate, Nick Horvath.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a character himself. I love him.
All right, I'm gonna do a couple rapid fire questions and then I'll let you get out of here. What's your favorite movie?
Interstellar.
What's your favorite TV show?
Breaking Bad.
Who's the funniest guy you've seen here on the team?
I'd have to say Nick Horvath.
So it sounds like you're pretty fast. Do you think you could beat speedy outfielder Zach Watson in a foot race?
Definitely not. Definitely not. He's too fast.
All right, man. Well, that's actually all I had for you. I really appreciate you. This is kind of like a spur of the moment thing getting out here, but I'm glad you're here, and I wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.